We do have one more
He said
thing.
it. He said one more thing.
He said one more thing.
He said one
This
more
is the day
thing.
this is
It's just music. Look at it. Look at it. Whoa. Here we go.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, there's
4
the knob.
cameras.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay, so it is just a full-on VR.
Oh, there's the eyes. There's
That didn't look too bad.
Vision Pro.
No. Vision
The Vision Pro.
Vision
is a
Pro.
new kind of
Okay.
computer that augments reality.
And you see the
by
cord hanging from her
seamlessly
neck.
blending personal
What's the
computing.
FOV? Like, that's the
An
thing,
iPhone
right? Hey, like,
introduced us to
what are the
mobile
tech
computing.
specs on this one? That actually
Apple
matters a
Vision Pro
lot.
will-
At some point, they'll have Apple Vision, but the pros, so they can charge too much money.
by simply turning the digital crown. Whether extending a
Okay,
small
so that's the
portion of your
VR to
room
AR fading
or being
crown.
fully sitting in your lap
Yeah, it's hand
or on the sofa.
tracking combined with eye
And the entire
tracking.
experience-
Large,
You're right, I haven't
making
seen
it
anything
amazing
3D
to
yet.
watch
It's all been
videos
2D
or
so
read
far.
articles.
You're
All
spot
while listening
on
to
so
your
far,
favorite
Levi,
playlist
about
in Apple Music.
them pushing the 2D
Use the
display
virtual
thing
keyboard
hard.
or dictation
Yeah,
keyboard.
now you're in.
Right
Oh my
into Vision
gosh, so
Pro,
FaceTime is
you hear
2D
each person's
screens?
voice.
Again,
This is
screen,
just
screen,
the
screen,
start
screen.
of how gaming is the
I'm just
best
seeing
way
screens
to
everywhere.
enjoy your
2D,
favorite
2D, 2D
entertainment.
screens.
And with some large
I'm not
video
seeing
tiles
anything that's like
while sharing
super
an app.
like I need
This is
this yet.
powerful. FaceTime
I'm really
on Vision
disappointed
Pro
right now.
works
This
We'll
is
seamlessly
see.
not
with
Maybe,
other
maybe they're
devices.
saving the good stuff
Like
for
iPhone
later.
of a button. And eyesight makes it clear to those around you
Oh my
when you're
gosh.
capturing one.
Can you imagine recording
capture a
your
spatial
kid's
video
special
of a
moment
fun
while
moment
wearing a
with your
headset?
kids. To share it
No.
with
The
to
tech is
most
just not there
people
yet.
you
The
care
tech is
about.
just
No.
not there yet. If it had LiDAR scanning built in,
We're
like the iPad
constantly in
Pro,
search
they
of
can
new ways
spatial
to
map your
entertain,
environment. That would be
inform,
huge.
truly
They have to include
remarkable
ARKit. If they
experiences.
don't, that's a
And we
huge
believe
miss.
Apple Vision
2 hours of use with the battery?
that blends digital
What?
content with your world.
Are you sure?
right?
We developed.
That's pretty cool, actually. So if you're doing FaceTime in the headset with somebody, they can they'll still see like a 3D U that's better than a cartoon U. I guess
Yeah,
that's
that is better.
that is better.
To that foundation,
Anything past
You can
1500,
experience
it's
interactive storytelling
gonna be
in
a bit of a
amazing
struggle.
new way. In
It's not. If it's more than 500 bucks, nobody's buying this thing.
And
Apple Vision Pro starts.
I didn't hear.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness!
Holy-
Will be
30.
available early next
30
year on Apple.com.
Early
and at
next
Apple
year?
retail stores in the
Wow.
US, with more countries coming
Wow,
later next
that
year.
is
WWDC
expensive.
provides the idea.
All right, hello everyone. So Levi and I just completed watching the WWDC 23 live, where the Apple new Vision Pro was announced. Pretty incredible. So we're just gonna do a really quick, like a 10-minute video to recap some of the stuff that was talked about. Levi, what are some of your first impressions? Happy, disappointed, bummed, excited?
Very, very, very disappointed. If I'm being brutally honest. First and foremost, Apple had a massive lead with all of the ARKit apps. The number one thing I think that they absolutely had to deliver on was quick and easy portability, if not works out of the box.
Yep.
They didn't show any existing ARKit apps. Like, this is working, right out of the box. There was none of the magic that you would expect from an ecosystem.
Yeah.
So anybody who was thinking Apple was going to leverage their lead in the industry is like totally recalibrating now. Like, wait a second, Apple isn't secretly developing something that's going to blow out into the lead.
Yeah.
It just has taken them this long to come up with CGI videos that
Yep.
show what the HoloLens 2 was, years ago.
Yeah.
Like, HoloLens 2 came out, had its day in the sun, and then was shuttered
Yeah.
before this was even announced, and it wasn't as expensive. It was cheaper.
Yeah, that's right. No, and I think what I'm surprised about is all of the use cases shown are all the ones that are tired and that's been tried in AR and have proven to not catch on. The metaverse never really caught on. Doing virtual screens never really caught on. Doing sports on your table, like watching a sports game, like those are all super fun ideas, which is why everyone likes to showcase them. But I don't know, they don't catch on. So seeing all of those demos, I don't know, maybe to a non-industry veteran, it's exciting. But to me, it's like, oh, I've seen this at Magic Leap's, their keynote, HoloLens's keynote. I've seen this on Quest keynote.
You have the ability to see a digital representation of eyeballs. That's a new thing, right? But like, is that? I mean, I think that's actually pretty revolutionary just
Yeah.
in some respects.
I would say that's the single like thing that really makes the Vision Pro stand out is that feature.
Yeah. You know, spending time saying now you can engage with technology using your voice and your fingers and your eyes or whatever. Like, it's like, okay, we've been doing that for how long? Like,
Yeah.
that's not revolutionary, right?
Yeah.
I had a prediction that it would work only with an iPhone. I was surprised that they have 2 chips in it, including an M2. I projected that it would be, you know, up to 2 hours without attaching to a battery, maybe all day
Yeah.
with. And they said it'll have all day battery life with 2 hours of usage. So you're going to wear it
Yeah.
all day, but only use it for 2 of the hours? That doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
And they even showed videos of people walking around with their house with them on
Hacking and
then
cooking, you know.
and being surprised by this. Oh, I have a digital thing to engage with now. Like, it's just a seamless part of life.
No.
That's not real. That's
No.
not going to happen.
No.
These are huge. You're not going to walk around with a helmet in case
Yeah.
you want to go for a bike ride.
I think I'm less disappointed by the headset itself. And I think I'm more disappointed because I think prior to an hour ago, I had hinged so much hope on this headset being like the next breath of air for the industry, right? But then after
Yeah.
the announcement, I'm like, ooh, and then to slap that $3,500 price on top of all of that, I wasn't seeing, you know, I wasn't seeing the savior, I guess. And so that part
Right.
of it disappointed me the most. It's a solid device, you know, it's I would say on par with today's cutting edge devices. It's not revolutionarily ahead.
Is
You
it
know?
though? It's plugged in.
It's plugged in, yeah. So that's
I mean-
that's the downside. That's the downside. It feels like there are equally as many pros and cons that probably gets it like right where the other industry leading headsets are. But usually Apple's really good at coming in to a category and completely disrupting it. But I'm not seeing this as a disrupting device. Yeah.
$3,500 is not a consumer price point. It would be an enterprise price point, and even then, it's a little high.
Yeah.
So the idea that you're like wearing your headset, staring at your 2 little kids in the middle of the room, gathering 3D stuff to watch later, like that's a weird
Yeah.
use case for this. Oh, hold on, let me grab my headset. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, now do that cute thing. You know,
Yeah.
that's not gonna. It's not a consumer product right now. Like, it's
No.
if you were wearing it all day and you actually could wear it all day, maybe, right? But it's like,
Yeah.
I don't see, like, they didn't pitch it as a fitness device. Like, you're seeing some office stuff, you're seeing some like FaceTime, you know, the idea of scanning your own face and then showing a digital version of your face. Like, if you look at it, it was cringy as heck. I mean, the guy's mouth wasn't matching the words, and like, it was, you know, this like ambiguous, fuzzy relay of like a face. You know, I think not to mention the fact that Meta's kind of already doing some of that too.
Mhm,
You know, like they're already showing this kind of stuff. I was hoping that like occlusion would be like solved. There was not a single instance of an item being occluded.
Did
from
you
what
see
I can
there was
recall
one
in any
one
of the
scene
videos.
where there was like 2 panels and somebody like snuck their hand between the panels to give the guy like a card?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that means like
Yep.
they couldn't have put their hand through the panel because it's not occluded, you know?
yeah, yep.
Oh man. Oh,
Brutal. Brutal.
Yeah.
Like, just wizardry with CGI. We saw that from Magic Leap in what, 2012?
Man. Saw that with HoloLens. We see that
Right?
with all the companies and they're so deceiving, you know, because it's not not
Yeah.
what you get.
So what's the FOV? Like, that's what I want to know. Is it 180 degrees? Okay, we can start talking about whether or not I want to have a battery pack in my pocket in addition to my phone,
Mhm.
right? In addition to a wallet. I'm so bummed.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed.
Well, look
I
at-
really thought it was going to be more.
Yeah, Apple's stock price looks like it's tanking right now.
Is it really?
Compared to other stocks? So I guess investors aren't too happy as well. Do you think that?
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's
Meta
crazy.
is sighing a big sigh of relief right now?
Absolutely. Meta is way out in front now. Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
they
say-
don't have to do anything. Meta basically already has out what Apple says they're going to try to release next year.
Yeah.
Next year?
I have a feeling that there's a gigantic collective sigh of relief on Meta's side right now. You know, like, oh, we've got time, we've got breathing
Oh,
room,
yeah.
we've got space.
Like we were
Yeah.
really hoping they'd be able
Oh, yeah.
to stoke a fire that everybody, like high tide raises all boats, right? Like you would kind of
Exactly.
hope that Apple would bring in some attention, and all they've done is make it feel more precarious. It makes it feel further out.
Do you think that people are now going to double down on AI, seeing like, okay, this was our VR, like, is it the time to shine? And the answer is no. So are people going to collectively double down now on AI? And what do you think about Apple not uttering the single word AI during their entire keynote?
Yeah, you called that at the very beginning. You're like, they've avoided it a couple times. I don't think they're going to say it. And sure enough, they did not say AI or artificial intelligence
Yep.
a single time.
Very
They said machine
intentional.
learning. They said transform model based. Even like they really went out of their way not to say AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll double down on AI. Every product right now is just like, oh, and we have AI.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that there's going to be a little bit of a calibration maybe in the tech sector.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see, you know, I mean, there's a lot of energy right now in the AI space. I think
Yeah.
that will continue.
Mhm.
But I don't think that this hurts AR. I think that the Microsoft shutting down the HoloLens
Yeah.
was a absolute blow to
Yeah.
the industry. I think
Yeah,
that
I agree.
Apple saying, never mind, we don't really have anything, like, I don't know how much that actually like negatively impacts the industry. I just think that
Yeah.
it's an opportunity missed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think that it's going to like have an impact on people maybe going somewhere else
Yeah.
per se.
Same thing.
There's plenty of use case for AR. There's plenty of projects. There's plenty of stuff you can do in the construction industry and
Yeah.
design and real estate. I think that there are a lot of really solid applications for AR. You know, so immersive wearable AR is the flying car, but AR
Yeah.
is useful today
Yeah.
already.
100%.
You
Yeah.
know?
Completely agree. No, I think that sums it up pretty well. Thank you so much, Levi. And thank you, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment down below. What do you guys think? Is there anyone who disagrees with us? Are you stoked? Are you going to buy one for $3,500? Let us know in the comments below. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks, everyone.
All right.